Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Sunday sermon. Each week, we try to bring the words of a Holy Spirit archangel, and this week, Jesus would like to have a special message for you. I know he's been speaking quite a bit lately because of the Christmas season, New Year's, the beginning of a new year. So, anyway, he's here. So, let us begin. Good morning, everyone. Yes, this is the season. It is the time that people celebrate my birth, and then they celebrate a new year. Hopefully that new year will have things that are much improved for them. Hopefully that new year will bring closure to many of their problems. The new year throughout time has been looked at with optimism. The ancients knew that when the days started to get longer, that the throes of winter would not be inflicting so much pain on their lives. The ancients didn't have access to refrigeration or preserved foods, so winter was very difficult for them. And as the days grew longer, they had hope. And the new year brought hope. The new year brought many things to the ancients, and hopefully it brings many things to the people today. I want you to think about what you're going to do in the new year. Does your life have meaning? When you made your life plan, there's always meaning into it. There's always lessons to be learned. There's always things to do. But does your life truly have meaning? When you pass, will you be remembered? Will you be remembered for all the good that you did? Or will you be remembered for all the harm, all the grief, all the suffering that you brought to people? Many people, after they pass, their names will simply be forgotten and it will be like they've never been here. That is the way it is with many people that are addicted to drugs, that are addicted to gang violence. Many of those people have short lives because they've done things to their own lives that bring grief and death. Today, I would like each of you to contemplate on how you want to be remembered. I would like each of you to contemplate on how you want to live the rest of your life. Do you want to be remembered as a person that does good things, that was always pleasant? Or do you want to be remembered as a person that always showed anger and hatred, that led other people away from God, from me? You see, the free will, that allows you to do whatever you wish to do with your life. You can live a life of great achievement, or you can live a life of failure. Now, there are many circumstances that can affect your life, and sometimes people don't accept responsibilities for how their own decisions have affected their lives. I want your life to have meaning. I want you to be remembered as a wonderful person. When you pass, I want people to truthfully say he was a good person. We will miss him greatly. But I will step forward and I'm going to try to be a good person as well. I'm going to try to do all of the things that God wants me to do. I do not want you to walk through fire pits. I do not want you to sacrifice your happiness. I want you to do all of the things that bring you happiness. You do not have to sacrifice. You do not have to starve yourself. You do not have to do many things that will harm you. to get my attention. You see, I know what all of you are doing. It's an amazing energy and power that I have, and you'll never comprehend it. I can see everyone when I wish to do it. I can try to hear what you're saying. But you see, I only try to really lead those that believe in me. Now, I try to lead people back to believing in me, but there are so many people today that are being drawn away. They're being drawn away by social media. They're being drawn away by desires for great wealth. They think just because they have the blessing of great wealth, that they are these miraculous people, these very special people. But they are only having this wealth an opportunity to help others. And that's what wealth is meant to be, an opportunity to help others. Because we have blessed them. Wealth is a blessing. Many people have lived lives that create karmas that mean they have to have a very difficult lifetime. Everything is related. Your current life is related to your past life. Your future life is related to the life you're living. If you live a good life, serve others, find happiness, then in all probability, your future lives are going to be great as well. If you harm people in this lifetime, you're creating negative karmas. So your future lives will not be exactly what you would like them to be, because you must repay karmas. Today, I want you to think about all that you can accomplish, all that you can do, all of the different ways that you can serve me. Service to a higher entity can be all-inclusive. It can be whatever you want it to be. You can serve people any way you want to. It's so simple. Phone calls to people that are lonely, holding doorways for elderly people, assisting them. You see, when you grow old, you will need assistance. That is part of the way of things. As you grow old, many of your abilities will be diminished. You will not be running track races when you're 80 years old. Now, there are a few very powerful individuals that are still able to exercise like that. But in general, as you grow older, you grow more contemplative. You think about the days that you have left, because you know that you're much closer to the end than you are to the beginning. The end is not the end. You think of the end as death, and it is the end of this physical life. But your soul comes to heaven, and your soul is what has the everlasting life. As you age, you realize that your body does not have everlasting life, but your soul does. I can assure you of that one fact. Your soul has been around forever, and it will continue to be around. How your soul lives those future lives depends on what you do. I want each person's life to have meaning. If you listen to my words, you will understand better what those meanings are for you. I want you to live a good life, find happiness, find love, do all of the things that humans are capable of. If you listen to my words, then you will be led towards that type of life. And I'm making my words available to you many, many ways. Many of you turn to the Bible, and that's a good thing. The Bible has many lessons to be learned. The Bible also has a few misleading things in it. But in general, the Bible is a great guide. When you read the Bible, you understand many different things in many different ways that you never knew before. The ancients did their best to bring you my words. Sadly, sometimes they brought you the words that they thought I spoke. You see, if the ancients had truly recorded my words properly, the Bible would be a very short book because I spoke very simple words. I never spoke in parables. I never spoke ways that people could not understand what I was saying or ways that they would misinterpret what I was saying. I would tell them they need to live a good life, help others, and then they will join me in heaven. That could be a very short chapter. You see, you don't have to complicate things. You don't have to live beyond your means, and there's many things that you don't need to do. But when you listen to my words, they will give your life new meaning. You will truly understand the simplicity of a good life. You will understand the joy of helping others. You will understand that evolution depends on coexistence. Humans are at a very dangerous point in their existence. The weapons of mass destruction, I speak of them many times. They are the one sure threat to human evolution and to having humans evolve to the point where I want them to evolve. I want humans to be a very special species. You see, I have many, many civilizations in my galaxy. They're all wonderful individuals. And your soul, before being humans, have participated in life with these other cultures. Your soul is indestructible. But what you can do to your soul with free will is very dangerous. You see, when you're in human form, you do not really understand what I want of you. That's why you must pay attention and listen. That's why you must pray. That's why you must ask us for advice, and we will help. You see, even the most primitive people knew to look to the sky, and there was an energy. There was something always about the sky that they never understood. But they learned that there was a special energy. They didn't know how to refer to it. They referred to it in many different ways, and sometimes they would have idols that would assume what they thought these energies were. But even the most primitive individuals, the ones that have never learned a true language or how to get along with others and live on these isolated islands, they know that there is a spiritual being. They know that death will come. They know that there is a type of ceremony they do when when they lose their friends and the other individuals that are around them. Even the earliest man knew that there should be a ceremony when an individual that they know would die. Today, there are many, many opportunities for you. There are thousands of churches, many different religions. Some are far better than others. Some religions are simply cults where the leaders try to take advantage of the individuals. But there are some religions that are really trying. There are certain faiths that are trying their best to bring you my words. But sadly, they don't really understand my true words. I make them available to you. That is why I speak to you so often these days, because I know it is a very important time for humans to understand my true words. Every time that I speak, perhaps one or two people will, for the first time, honestly hear what I mean when I speak. That's why I'm doing this. It is a slow process. When I walked the earth, it was difficult to find people to follow me. But I performed miracles. And when those miracles were seen by individuals, they knew I was very special. I still perform many miracles. Every time a baby is born, I performed a miracle. Every time you look at the mountains, the beauty, watch the leaves change, these are miracles that I provided to you. But many people don't think that. They don't look at things that way. They've been distorted by peer pressures, by greed, by hatreds. So they don't really think of the miracles that are taking place, but they are. If you think giving birth to a newborn baby is not a miracle, go out and try to duplicate it. Take 2 cells and create a human being that is billions of cells. You can't do it, but I can. I want you to understand the words that I bring to you. They are very, very important, perhaps the most important thing you will ever hear, because it can give your life new meaning. Many people think that their lives have no meaning, and in many instances, they're correct. They've made bad decisions, but this is a new year, and you can make good decisions. You can pray, you can ask for guidance, and you will receive it, and it will help you make good decisions. A new year is a rebirth. It can be a rebirth for you every day. All you have to do is follow my words. Don't listen to people that tell you I do not exist. It is often a waste of time to even try to convince these folks. Speak to those that you can influence. Help others to have a new beginning as well. There are many, many people that are suffering today and need guidance. Try to give them that guidance. There are many people today that cannot pay their bills. That is because of circumstances beyond their control. There are so many laws today that many people have a difficult time even walking down the street without breaking one of them. Many people have taxes that are so great that they cannot pay them. Many people turn to drugs and waste their money, waste their lives. Many people turn to Satan and destroy their souls. Now, that soul still exists, but they destroy all of the good that soul has done through the previous lifetimes. Never turn to evil or Satan. That is a terrible thing. And the karma that you create, you do not want to understand what that karma is. All you need to know is don't do it. Listen to my words. Let my words give your life new meaning. Let my words lead you every day to happiness, to joy, to all of the things that I want you to have. My words are the key. My words are what will make you a far better person. You have many opportunities to hear my words. Barry speaks them all the time. He's written books about them. If you do not take time to read the books, the true books, the messages of God, the story of my life, then you are missing a great opportunity, because it is I that asked for those books to be written. Go forth on this New Year's. Make a New Year's resolution to give your life new meaning. It is your life that is what is of importance. It is how you treat others that is of greatest importance. Learn to coexist with those that you do not even enjoy being with. You don't have to enjoy being with everyone, but never ever hate anyone or anything. Know that I am always with you. Know that my words are truly available to you. Listen to when I speak. Listen to when my servants speak. You see, there are many souls that have served me through the years, and they continue to do so. I want you to hear the words. The words are the keys. The words are the pathway you should follow. Because when you understand the simplicity of what I ask of you, you will truly put new meaning into your life. So goodbye. I want to thank you for listening. I know that I've been here quite a bit through this season. I'm going to let many of my followers speak from here on out. I will be back. I'll speak to you on Wednesdays like I always do. Pay attention to what I say, because it is a time where my words truly mean something. I bless all of you. I bless all of you that listen, and I especially bless all of you that try to pass on my words. Goodbye. Have a wonderful new year and make the most of it. Goodbye. Okay. There was a very special message for you. I'm amazed. I am amazed how many different ways he can speak his simple words. But he does, and he does a wonderful job. He'll be with us again Wednesday. He's with us every Wednesday. And we will continue to bring you messages as long as we can. Connie and I are suffering some of the problems of age, so there's really no guarantee how long we can do this either, because our time will come. Goodbye. Have a wonderful New Year's, a great Sunday, and a wonderful life. Goodbye, and thank you so much for listening.